Everybody, welcome back to, I guess, the first episode of Who's Headlining
Who's
Anyway.
Headlining Anyway?
There it is.
We're rebranding.
Wait, I didn't mic
everybody.
check.
I did. We were talking beforehand. You're good.
Okay.
We had a whole conversation off air, as we usually do,
Yeah.
audience. You'll never get that. You'll never get those
You'll
files.
never get that. No. I'm
but-
surprised we do it at all. Like
Yeah, honestly.
Don't call them files. I don't like the connotation.
Well, I mean,
there.
we talk about stuff that we wouldn't want to get out.
Yeah, all the more reason not to call them files.
I can't call them the Williams files.
Yeah. Don't break into my house and
Williams
steal the
files.
files. I don't want anyone to see that shit.
Anyway,
hear
but
it.
anyway, it's still the same people you know and love if you've been following us on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube,
Which
Right,
is
it's
called
still.
which is still the Zone Out Podcast. That's on me.
We're gonna change it.
I
We're gonna
got to
change it.
rename
Okay.
that.
Well, we wanted it, so we talked about it, and there was a week where you weren't here. You were up in Wisconsin doing your murder, whatever you do, and we were like, we're ready to do it. We needed all three of us to be here to share in this rebranding and this hard launch.
This rebirth.
It's a
really.
rebrand.
Right, yeah.
I liked hard launch, but that's
Hard
fine.
launch is
Rebirth
good.
works. I think it's a big deal. And why are we doing it? People need to know why.
Who are
Jordan
you
doesn't
asking?
know.
You asking me?
I don't have like a good way to answer.
Well,
so
The synergy, man.
Yeah, it's. I guess you answered.
The
The
synergy?
synergy, man. No, okay. I'll field this one
Yeah.
or start it up at least. So we have this podcast, which up until just now was called the Zoning Out Podcast,
Right.
and then we had our tour.
yes, there we go. Yes,
The Threes Comedy Tour.
Mhm.
And I think we all sort of found ourselves not super loving either name.
Yeah,
Like we
pretty much.
And so
Not that they were bad names.
They weren't bad.
They just weren't. They were slightly misrepresented or
Yeah.
underrepresenting. I
And
think
they didn't really
what
like
we do. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't really get at us,
Right.
like who we are. And so we thought like we've had many
You say you
name
brought it to the
discussions.
table. I'm not mad. I don't have any ego
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
well I mean I came up with this with the assist of I was going through all these things. I was like I headlined or you headlined last time was one idea I
Right.
had, like all kinds of different things that had to do with headlining. And I got to who's headlining. And then I had thrown up an alley I didn't even realize. And then Andrea Kaspari, shout out, fantastic comic who's on the Board Teachers Comedy Tour with me. She said, "You mean who's headlining anyway?" I was like, "There it is."
Yeah, there it is.
There
That's
it
right.
is. And so the reason for that name is because it gets at the essential, I think, core of what we offer in this show and live
Yeah.
is that all three of us are of equal stature, and that it would make sense for any of us to headline.
There's also a dynamic of this show that we're sort of implementing about kind of a rock paper scissors. Who is going to headline? Who is going to be the closing the show out?
Right.
Which is always it's a little sexier, a little meatier position
Right.
to it can often be a better part of the lineup.
And we're
Let's
gonna
put
have
it
some
like
fun
that.
with that. And
Yeah.
have some faux arguments.
Right.
Maybe a pre-recorded fight. at the beginning.
maybe a real argument.
we definitely will have real arguments. We already have.
We already have. That's
about
right.
this exact topic.
The Beatles used to get at each other too, guys.
Yeah, and
so.
everything worked out great for them.
I mean, they're all still alive. So.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Oh wait.
That's awful.
Did you tell? That's a conspiracy theory that no one bothers with. John Lennon's still alive. Is that a thing?
I don't think it's not like it's an
Okay.
Elvis thing, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so if you,
And George Harrison.
what do you think about you listener to steal from Smartest?
Man, that was just a hard fumble.
Who and do you like the name? Is it what does the name say to you? Let us know. Leave us a
We
comment.
sure hope you do.
Nope. There's no such thing as bad press, guys.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, that's great. We can rebrand again.
Yeah.
We're good at it.
You know
at
what?
this
Be
point.
loud about it if you don't like it.
Well, I
and
like it.
and it's an appropriate name for the podcast as well because we talk about comedy.
That's
We're
right.
the same people on it. Just having the two things
Having
have the
one
same
name.
name is all
Yeah, for
all in and of itself a good enough reason.
Right.
And I just think it's a fun title. It's silly. It's obviously referencing the show from the 90s and 2000s, whenever that was.
Mhm.
And it just makes more sense.
But we spell it different.
but we spell it. That's right. Whose
Right.
WHOSE because it's possessive, which is a weird tick in the English language. Yeah.
All
There
right.
you go.
Well,
Jordan, you feel good?
oh, I feel great.
Okay,
I feel
good.
great. Well, I did feel
No,
great.
it's not.
And
It's
then-
I was waiting for this.
WHO''S because it's who is. All right.
Okay, I thought maybe I was the dumb one.
No.
I was like, man, I could have sworn it was like that.
I'm sitting there looking at him going,
I was
"You're wrong."
Yeah.
mixing it up.
Yeah.
I was the original
Okay.
one is that.
At first, that's what
because
I thought you were talking
yeah.
about. Yes.
Yeah, and I didn't want
Whose
to correct
line
it
is
because
it
he's the one
anyway?
with the English degree. So I was like,
know.
I guess I messed that up somehow.
Yeah,
No. It's WHO''.
I also have an English degree, just for the record.
Oh, y'all both have English
But
degree?
do
Yeah.
you though?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Back when they gave it out in
Doesn't
scrolls.
feel like it.
That's a-
Hear ye?
yeah. Was your graduation photo in black and white?
I mean, it is now.
Was your was your
Faded.
graduation in black and white?
Also, in my memory, yes.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty old.
Did
It's at least
did y'all
sepia.
think that the world used to be black and white when you were little? I did. Like when I watched old. I don't think I gave it too much thought.
That's what you meant. I
Yeah.
thought you were making
Well,
a segregation
I
joke.
was actually
Oh,
also.
Jesus Christ. I did
no,
not.
No, I.
That's not
I
how my brain
wasn't.
works.
But as soon as you started laughing, I heard the kind of laugh you were doing. I was like, oh, yeah. I did that too.
All right.
I took retroactive credit
Okay. That's
or
you shouldn't have.
debit.
Well, do you guys remember Happy Days? The show Happy
Yeah.
Days?
Yes.
Okay, so I used to think that Happy
Same.
Days was an old show
the
that was
50s.
syndicated. No,
Yeah, it's
it
from
was
the
a show in the 80s or whatever
70s
it
or
was.
80s.
Yeah.
Oh,
about
I didn't
the
know that.
50s. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
It was
the
a
idea
period
of, the
television
idea of like
show.
retro or like period television. That's not new.
Yeah,
They were
right.
doing. I thought the same thing. I thought it was from the 50s,
Yep.
but it's from the I think 70s.
Because they
80s.
did a great job of like
Yeah.
there were no seams. I totally bought into as a child.
Right.
That was yeah.
Did
I had
wait?
no
Did
idea.
y'all think that though? I don't know if we got an answer. Like
Yes.
that the world was black and white.
Oh, no,
back
I
then.
didn't do that.
Like
I'm
I don't know if
smarter
I ever
than
gave it
that.
a ton of thought,
No, I'm
but
smart.
I thought it. But I think I did think that.
It's funny.
Do you think the earth was flat?
I got a little-
Probably until someone told me otherwise.
All right.
Until someone told me otherwise, I'm sure I assumed that because I'm not
Make sure you got a little
Copernicus.
crackle. I want to make sure that's tight. Okay.
Well.
Copernicus.
or whoever it was who did the Earth is round.
Mm.
I'm making it sound like
Sir,
it's like a song or something. Like who was that?
I think it was
who
Bacon.
dropped that track?
Sir whatever Bacon. What was his
No, I
name?
don't think so.
No?
It was one. It was like it was.
All right. Well, I mean,
Well, Christopher Columbus or whoever the fuck thought they were gonna fall off the edge. So maybe it was. Who figured this shit out?
I honestly don't know.
I know. I'm. That was not
Checking.
yelling at you. That was a frustration moment of how do I not know this?
Oh, it's saying
Or is it like a
it's saying
team-
ancient Greek scholars.
Oh.
Pythagoras first proposed the idea of a spherical Earth around 500 BC.
Oh, so those
Pythagoras fell,
fucking
right.
dorks who
I
thought they were
that's
going to
really
sail off the
interesting.
edge of the Earth were already idiots then.
Let's see.
Pythagoras.
Ferdinand Magellan and Juan Sebastian Elcano was a name I don't recognize. They provided the ultimate physical real-world proof.
There we go. That's what I was thinking of.
Their expedition completed the first recorded circumnavigation of the globe, 1519 to 1522. Okay.
Ooh, Jason's having a flat earther moment. I can see it. The wheels are, you said Jason read
No.
that and he said
Yes.
Well, the Americas were discovered in 1492, right?
I
believe it's 1492.
well, I mean that's the rhyme.
Yeah. So
But there's like that's
So I'm thinking that's another, like 21 years, whatever the math is, 20 some years later, they went all the way around. That's why.
it.
That's just what gave me pause. I was like, so they hadn't done that before. They had to go. I just felt like I can't tell if my brain's telling me it happened sooner or later. That's the part where I'm like, huh.
I would have thought.
So they did.
No,
that,
I don't know either.
So they did like this. This is a weird so one of the markers that I use in my process of this kind of stuff is all right. Hamlet was written in 1600, so they sailed around the
Even the year 1600.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So they sailed around the world before he wrote Hamlet. I don't know. I'm just in my brain. Because he wrote about the New World. There's a couple of his, 12th Night and
Yeah.
things like that. So I'm like, all right.
You know what this makes me think of is that
I do have an English degree, just for the record.
Okay.
oh, because you mentioned
Yes, there
because
you
you mentioned a publication date. that's what you get with an English degree.
Technically, I think he did write it in 1599. I don't think he
Damn,
finished
you
it
can,
until
and you can do
1600.
math.
Yeah.
-1. The whole when what happened in what order thing makes me think of the end of that Rick and Morty episode.
I reference Hamlet. He pulls
And
Rick and
yeah,
Morty.
Yeah.
Right.
Just
Where-
throwing that out there.
The
It's
range.
all the context doesn't really matter, but like someone's going through time, and like in misery, they're moving through time, and and he goes to like the like Wild West, in the Wild West, and then it flashes forward and he's in like Bible times, and I remember he goes, "You did cowboys and then Christianity?" The context makes it way better, but
Yeah, that's fair.
that would just be recounting an episode of a TV show.
Rick counting. Nicely done.
All right. Well, everybody.
Yeah, sure.
We had a big music release over the weekend.
Jordan could not wait to get off these topics. That's fantastic. But go on, continue.
I couldn't even think of a transition. I was like, all right, look.
Yeah, all right.
Not one.
The
not
Earth
two.
spins. You know what else
Three.
spins is a record.
I'll take it, actually.
Yeah, it's good.
Drake released 3 albums, Jonathan.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I knew he released something.
Yes.
What do you mean, like in one
In
sitting?
one on the same date, he released 3
What?
albums.
How is that not just a
42
triple album?
songs? Well,
I mean, what's the justification?
the
Three different
theory-
concepts?
No. Well, yeah, that. And the theory is he did it to get out of his record deal.
Oh. Yeah.
So releasing it as 3
Frank
separate
Ocean style.
projects. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know how.
Keep
true
breaking
it
up
is.
just a little bit, just so you know. I don't know if it's on there.
So I don't know how true that is, but we can run with that theory, right? But the
Yeah.
one that is like the main release is Iceman. That's the
Yeah.
one he has been
It's like a black
promoting.
cover with a hand on
Yeah,
it?
the
Yeah.
hand wearing the Michael Jackson glove.
Oh, is that what? See, I
Yes.
haven't looked at anything closely or listened to it.
He-
Wow.
he's invoking
What?
Michael
Why?
Jackson.
Yeah.
That's a insane idea.
Yeah.
Well, tell me more.
What is the literal one thing, the one word that has been hurled at him over the last 2 years?
Oh my God, that's right.
Pedophile.
Yeah, that's right.
And he's gonna be like, "Hi, compare me to Michael Jackson right now."
Oh my God.
That is
What
one
a
way.
fucking insane.
But also, I think he was on the verge of breaking some record that Michael Jackson had, and he might do it with this
Okay,
album.
well,
but I understand.
Still,
I
like,
understand what
use
you're
your
saying.
fucking brain, dude.
I
Yeah.
understand what you're
Just
saying.
like read the room.
But
He doesn't seem. I'm
And
always
also-
putting Kendrick into this. It's like he doesn't seem to think things through like Kendrick does. Or am I like crazy?
That has always been my impression as well.
it's hard to say because also when you're an artist of that stature,
Yeah.
it's not just you anymore. Like you have like a whole team.
Sure.
So I was almost like, does he not know or does he just not care and like just does things anyway?
Yeah.
Well, it's like the Michael Jackson syndrome, right? So that's what I've sort of coined it. Is that you get so Prince had it as well. You get so big that no one around you tells you no. So you keep asking for drugs and these things that are like it's unhealthy, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then they
Yeah, who's gonna
get in
tell
trouble.
them no?
Who's gonna say no?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard to. I think at a certain level, it's hard to not have yes men or women around you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can
You
see
know
it.
what I mean?
I can see it.
That's why I don't know.
That's where
Feel bad
it
for-
comes in, like where it helps. I feel like a lot of really successful artists and stuff will have a creative partner, and that's Dave Free.
Yeah.
For Kendrick.
Yeah.
I am sure that he, among other people, keeps him honest. Kendrick
You need
also
that.
just seems like someone who would build a team of real people around him too.
Yeah. It's funny. Kevin Hart is like suing people now for some shit. Some of his people that were involved with his business. They like I don't know if infiltrate is the right word, but they had access to all of these really sensitive files on like his relationships and his business dealings and how much money people paid and all this kind of stuff. And he's suing for like a lot of money, these other people. So it seems relevant to this conversation. Where it's like you got to be careful who you trust.
You have to be very careful who you trust. So I mean, as usual with Drake album covers, they've been memed to death. The Iceman cover, right? And so there's been a lot of covers of like, because it's Drake's hand, so it's been photoshopped to make him look like he's holding something.
Come on,
Jonathan.
man.
This one, what's the one where he's like dancing and then?
That's that hotline bling video. But the one that caught probably the most attention, or at least my attention, the White House.
Yeah. I don't remember what they did, but I know
they
did
photoshopped
something.
Drake holding a diamond chain that said MAGA. Yeah. And as you could probably guess, it was liked by a bunch of Icemen.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Okay. All right. I deserved way.
Yeah,
I
you
just
did.
didn't-
You
It
did.
took me a second.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is
Fair.
on you.
I don't think so. I feel like that was
I'll
good.
take the heat.
Yeah.
I dropped the ball on that one. I should have been all over it.
Anyway,
That was good.
but
it's
the
pretty
album. Okay, I guess y'all haven't heard
Have
it.
not listened to it.
funny, I
I will
haven't.
say it is one of his better releases
Really?
in a few years. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
That doesn't surprise me. I feel like he has no. I feel like. I mean this.
Wait, can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Only like all of them are good, or like just
No,
the
no,
one?
no,
yeah,
just
yeah.
Iceman.
Just Iceman.
Just
okay.
Iceman.
All
The
right.
other two, I tried. They got like a couple songs I can get with, but it's kind of I don't enjoy it.
So does that not pull the Iceman down a little bit? Like you put all three
No.
out at the same time. How do you not sort
I
of
think if
always discuss them
I
together?
think
then?
if Drake was not an artist who has defined his career by just releasing music nonstop in a never-ending stream of music, then this would have. Then I feel like two of the three being shitty would matter more.
right.
You
okay.
know, I just feel like
Yeah.
he is not. He does not make himself scarce ever.
He's the buckshot
So,
of
right.
of
Yeah,
rappers.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like I'm
I
gonna throw
think
as
it's
much
just
shit
like,
against the
whatever.
wall as I can. Yeah.
And the other theory that's been said is the reason he dropped all three in 1 week is because he's such a big artist. Those albums are almost definitely going to go 1, 2, and 3 on the chart.
Yeah.
So kind of saying like he is the big three.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Which I mean, I would give him props on that one. That is kind
Yeah.
of like a smart like
It's-
jab
it's,
back.
It's cute, but it's just like, man, ship sailed, man.
Yeah. I mean, what's done is done.
Ship sailed unless he can. I don't know what kind of. I don't know what kind of foolish you'd have to be to want to rekindle the battle.
Oh no, he's still
if-
taking shots
yeah.
at Kendrick and a
Yeah.
bunch of other people.
Yeah?
Like, because that's
kind of
that doesn't really go away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's fair. That's fair. But if that is the reason behind it, that's just like, I don't know. It's just kind of silly. It's whatever.
Yeah.
I don't have incredibly strong feelings about it. I do want to listen to Iceman though. I do want to listen. I'm
Yeah.
probably not going to listen to the other ones. We'll see.
I would say I wouldn't really bother,
Yeah.
honestly. But yeah, the first, because this is also the most vulnerable I've heard Drake be in quite some time.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I guess
Does he get into
Yeah, like
any
why?
of that? And does he get reflective about anything?
Yes.
Anything that's happened with the battle? With the
Yes.
beef?
Does he
Okay.
bring up the Super Bowl?
He's not bringing up the Super Bowl specifically. No, he
That
doesn't.
that say Drake when he's smiling at the camera. Kendrick was one of.
That was yeah.
It's an
I-
iconic moment.
I think about that sometimes.
Yeah. And
Say
you
Drake,
have it on a
like,
sock.
Holy shit!
Oh yeah, we got the
do.
socks.
Yeah.
I still wear those. I
Yeah.
love those socks.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he talks about that. He even in the opening track, he says like, that whole like year got to him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
but that's the
imagine.
thing. That's the first time he's probably ever like admitted
Yeah,
that.
because he's not the kind of guy
And
who
also
would
the
admit
only
stuff
time
like
on the album he admits it like that. After that, it's just like I'm taking shots at Kendrick and everybody else. But that one song
Is it why not why all this shit happened from the beginning? Like J. Cole, didn't he apologize for shit?
Yeah.
Why is
and
anyone apologizing?
There's some
for
shots at J. Cole too.
right? Because that's how I remember this whole thing coming out. You were like, I love J. Cole, but he apologized.
But he's a pussy.
Yeah, I mean,
It kind of
honestly.
was a little wimp.
And Drake kind of said that along those lines, honestly. He just kind of said like, I mean, it's love because we were friends, but like I could never like respect you anymore, or I never could forgive you for that.
Yeah, I think Kendrick's like, all right, I'm gonna go hang out with my family.
Well, no, he's talking about Cole. He wasn't talking about Kendrick.
Okay. Wait,
yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, because of the apology thing?
Yeah.
Because that kind of kicked it off. That's why.
By kicking it off and then apologizing.
Yeah.
Drake kind of took the
Your mic is all fucked up again. I don't know why.
Drake kind of just took the stance of like, you just left me out here. Which
Right.
I don't really agree because those two
dumb.
had issues for a very long time.
Yeah.
I don't really know about their.
Wait, you mean? I'm sorry. Kendrick and Drake had
issue for a very long time.
I thought you were talking
that
about
had
so
nothing
putting
to
it
do
on
with-
J. Cole for that.
It's like he probably did kick off this whole back and forth.
Yeah.
Fine,
But he didn't owe you anything.
he didn't owe you anything.
Especially when he saw which way the wind was blowing. He was like, leave me out of that shit.
Yeah, no one made you drop a diss track. Like that's
Right.
I don't quite agree
Did J.
with
Cole
that.
just have a show here in Charlotte recently?
I think it's coming up.
It's coming up.
I think his tour is about to start, and his first show is in Charlotte. Yeah, I think it's coming pretty soon. Actually, I think next month. Like I think it is.
Yeah, I
pretty
think
soon.
you're right.
Are you gonna go?
No.
Because he apologized.
Well, no, you kind of go.
Well, no. I
came
would
back
say
a little bit.
I was about to say no. I'll still because I did listen to the fall off, which we also still haven't talked about that
I think
either.
maybe just off mic.
Off mic, maybe. I don't think we talked about it on the show.
It's fine.
But also, I mean, personally, I didn't buy tickets just because I knew. All right, we're going on a complete tangent at this point.
Yeah, we are.
This year is the 30th anniversary of Reasonable Doubt. It's Jay-Z's first album, so I knew Jay-Z was going to do something, and he did. So I'm going to Yankee Stadium in July.
Oh,
That's the
my
New
God.
York
Oh shit, dude! Really? That's
He's
awesome.
performing Reasonable Doubt. So
Wow.
I was like, all right, man, I gotta be careful with how I spend my money because I'm going to blow a paycheck.
You know what's funny? You know
That's
what's funny is
incredible.
I'm debating. It's not Jay-Z, but I am debating next month spending an exorbitant amount of money to possibly see Rosalia.
Casey Musgraves. Oh.
Rosalia at Madison Square Garden.
Wow, that's awesome, man. Yeah. My brother went to see Pearl Jam I don't know if it was Yankee Stadium, but it was something like, it wasn't the MSG, but it was something like that, like at peak Pearl. It was just like, you'll never get
something like that again.
That's
Yeah.
right. It's as big as it's ever. They're gonna be. It's as big as the show's ever.
That's the
gonna be.
reason that I'm like maybe gonna spend the money, and it's so expensive. Is because I just feel like this album that she dropped towards the end of last year is like generational. Like I think it's gonna end up being, one of the albums of this decade. I think.
This is Rosalia.
Yeah, Lux, the album.
Can I ask you a question about all this?
Yeah.
Because I'm not even taking shots at all.
Yeah, it's fine.
It was like 1 week we never knew who she was. The next week now she's got a show, and she doesn't seem like she's. This is just me from way out here going. No one else has brought her up to me. I've never seen her on anything. You're the only person I know who knows her. So that's a bold statement, right?
Yeah, she's been in.
Are you just horny?
She's been in. She's been like a really like. She's been a major artist for a while that I didn't really know very well.
Yeah, that's fair. Of course.
And when I say major artist, I mean like
an international
artist. If
artist.
you know, and international and everything. But this record, it has launched her. She's doing a Calvin Klein campaign.
Okay, all right.
Like,
so it's putting her on the map a little bit, at least here.
It's putting her. She was already big time on the map. But like,
thank you. I actually am really glad to get some backup.
What is she wearing in this campaign?
But like absolute superstar status.
Yeah.
That is new.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, she's hot. Okay.
She's also hot.
Do you guys want to
Jonathan.
like keep? Seems like you got plenty of mileage out of it already. But
Yeah.
Listen, she's attractive. This is there's
Conventionally.
Yeah.
True. It
just seems to me.
Go ahead.
It just seems like I don't know. It just kind of this has popped up really fast.
Yeah.
And now you're like,
And
this is the iconic album of a decade.
Well,
Feels a little early.
That's kind of what I'm saying. Is like it feels like
what's the metric?
It feels like a moment. This album feels like a moment to me, like a cultural moment.
Could totally appreciate that, but it seems. But again, I'll keep going back to it. It's like it's a moment. I not that I need to know. Trust me, I'm give a shit whether I know. It's other people that I just haven't seen a lot of it. So I'm
feel
just
she's an
pushing back.
industry plant,
and a lot of it is international.
I think it's because it's international, which means listen, I just don't know the album yet, so I'll listen to it. It's
Yeah.
really not like messing with you. It's just we'll see when we see.
I'm not taking it that way at all, and I know it's a big statement, and I could very well be wrong.
Sure,
but I
it's fun to be excited,
and I also don't even necessarily mean like everyone will agree that it's one of the top 10 out. I just think it is a gorgeous piece of art.
Right.
That album.
That was sort of my question about the metric. It's like,
yeah,
who needs to sign off for us to be like,
yeah.
And maybe that's just a really good question for everybody because, and it's also, these are all niche
it's also,
ideas,
kind of what
right?
you're what you're talking about too, though, is like, I just go back to Frank Ocean.
Mm-hmm.
He was on virtually every top 10 album of the decade list and number 1 on several of them. So like, you can be like a star, but not every single human knows your name star.
Sure.
And still,
especially today,
and
I
still,
think.
Still end up having that impact and that like recognition. So whether or not that happens for her, whether or not, I don't know.
You know who I'll use as an example to support you?
I don't want to miss this tour. It's kind of the whole
totally.
point of all
I
of
totally get that. This is someone who I've liked some of their songs. I've heard, I think, more than a few. Who has stardom and everyone thinks they're the greatest songwriters on the shit. Who I've never just understood it. Doesn't mean I'm right. It just means everyone loves it. Is Elvis Costello. Do you guys even know who that is?
I know Elvis Costello. I couldn't name a song.
Yeah.
And I
Veronica is the big one.
I think maybe I'd know it if I heard it, and I know I'm supposed to like him.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's the guy. It's like someone you're supposed to like.
I know that just like one of those things where like everybody like who I think of as like having like good taste or whatever. They all love him, and I'm just like, I guess I like him too. I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
I have that sort of feeling as well.
Yeah.
I've met him, but listen, I'm not name dropping. But I will.
You literally 100% just.
I never met him. I was just. He was on a movie. I was on just for one day.
Right.
But anyway, I will say I just never quite. So the metric of it is actually a real question of like, how do we get to decide who are the final decision makers on it? Does that even matter? Is it like any art? If it's good art and I like it, it's good art, and therefore I put it in my house. Like I don't know.
I'm more referring to my personal feelings. About it is that, and I listen to a lot of music. So not that anyone gives a fuck about my top 10, but there is a lot of competition in my top 10. Does that make sense?
I guess what would it take for you to like really feel like you're onto it? Would it be somebody else, just like some other famous artist being like they also?
Right now, it's absolutely on the list.
Yeah.
Absolutely on the list. Like in this moment, I am.
Yeah.
I have been my jaw has been on the floor for 2 months. Or more. Whenever I missed it a little bit. It came out like last year, and I kind of missed it a little bit.
Okay.
But now it seems like it's hidden. So it sounds like it's hitting now.
Even bigger. Saying hidden.
No, like hidden. I just was.
Oh yeah. It's. I think that performance, the video I showed you guys.
Yeah.
I think that was really big.
Propelled her, right?
But also that same night at that same award show, she won International Artist of the Year.
Oh, there you go.
Like,
that's great.
So
Jordan, I want to ask you, like, who would be the artist that supported someone that you liked that maybe not everybody liked, or even if it's Kendrick, like if it was like, I don't know, it would have been Jay-Z come out and be like supported something that you liked. So the Roots, forgive me, what's his name, the drummer?
Oh, Questlove.
Questlove liked one of your videos.
Yeah.
That to me, I think, really elevated for other people how good you are at what you're doing, how interesting and what your takes are, funny and cool, whatever. Is there anybody that you could think of that would be like that?
That would have that effect overall.
Overall, yeah, for everybody.
Okay.
And it would be like, if I'm a comedian saw one of my clips, was like, that's a great joke. I love that joke.
Mm-hmm.
Not only would that do a lot for me, it would do a lot for other people. It'd be like, oh, who is this guy? That likes
this?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. So you're kind of talking about like tastemakers or kingmakers.
A little bit.
Or like,
yeah.
I don't know if that is a thing as much anymore, maybe.
I don't know.
I'm thinking out loud, but it's kind of because
Quest is one example. Yeah.
There's just so much stuff and everyone, like.
Yeah, it's a lot of noise.
Who's in charge?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
there is a little bit of who's in charge kind of a feel right now.
Yeah, there's that. And then also even like when an artist does kind of like co-sign somebody else, that doesn't necessarily mean that artist continues to go off and have a big career. Because I mean, we were just talking about Drake. He's done that a bunch. He'll feature on some new artist song, and then like that song blows up, and then you never really hear much from that artist.
And then in a couple months, you hear a song that sounds exactly like it that he makes.
And he makes it.
Shit, really?
Drake does kind of hop on trends.
It's one of the many reasons that a lot of people really hate people in that world hate him.
Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. I have the only story I have that's even remotely like that is Kyle Kinane said I wrote a perfect joke, which isn't the wildest thing or whatever, but he said it in front of like Dusty Slay and a bunch of other comics. Yeah. It was, one joke. He's like, oh yeah, you can't. That's a perfect joke. He's like, when I heard that, I was like, God damn it, he
porn joke.
Yeah. He's like, he said, damn it. He's like, he got there before me.
Nice.
And I was like, and I remember Dusty kind of. I was like, wow, that's awesome, whatever. And Dusty was like, well, that felt good, didn't it? I was like, yeah, shit, yeah. But anyway, that was not the same example, but I had to flex.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't remember the last conversation we've had where you haven't brought that up.
That is not entirely accurate.
That is entirely accurate. What you said, it's not entirely accurate. It is entirely accurate.
Listen, people think I'm good. If I have to remind other people that other people think I'm good.
Yeah. But, I mean, staying on comedy, I heard y'all talked about the Kevin Hart roast while I was going.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what all you covered. Jonathan, you enjoyed the George Floyd joke. Is that correct?
Oh, my God. He brought it up. It was weird.
I watched a supercut of all the, because I didn't watch, I never watched the toasts or roasts.
Me neither, actually.
But I watched a supercut of, like, all the jokes where people were like, this is going beyond...
Yes.
Like, this is going beyond silly, ironic racism, or, what people consider, what people often consider okay and what may or may not be okay. It's like, a lot of it pushed into just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, what was there was one like about lynching or something. Was it maybe Shane Gillis or something? Where I was just like, holy shit, what are we doing?
Right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
It's the Tucker Carlson. What are we doing?
What's
going on?
And so,
the SNL shit, and that's great.
I know.
I wanted to bring it up, and if I'm rehashing something,
no,
fine.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it.
You did?
We did not get into that particular aspect, or maybe we did. I don't think we did. I had enough context.
No.
Well, I guess I wanted to bring it up to have a more general conversation.
Just talk about it as if we didn't talk about it.
Well, no. So we don't even have to focus much on the roast itself, but just more so having the general conversation of how much are we willing to support comedians for the sake of comedy, quote unquote, right? Like, because I feel like
I have a very unpopular opinion of it's not a get out of jail free card.
Hell no.
Okay.
Especially now at a roast doing that, I think you are. I think you're protected. To the degree that we're talking about right now, I'll reserve that judgment. But I mean, going on a podcast and saying some heinous shit, just like we're doing right now, I'm not sure you are afforded all of the armor of a comedian.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, when Shane Gillis got in trouble, right? He was like, apparently he just did this one particular thing in this one podcast, and he was doing Asian voices and all this shit.
Yes,
and it was
that's
like,
how you lost
and I
the
remember,
SNL thing.
yeah, and I remember watching. I was like, yeah, God, that sucks, man. Like that's. Like I didn't know him at the time, but I remember being critical of it. It's like, come on, who's doing voices? What are you a 60-year-old guy? You know, fuck it. Yeah, Mickey Rooney shit. Like, come on. So that's my take. It's not a get out of jail free card. It's not bulletproof.
I don't think like one person says one bad thing and we write them off forever necessarily.
Yeah.
Depending on what it is, but like, I think it was Shane Gillis who did the joke I was thinking of.
Okay.
And it lowered what I think of him.
Yeah.
Like not necessarily to fuck Shane Gillis. I don't want to. No, I still think he's very funny, and like it was a one-time, really, really questionable decision, but it knocked him down. My respect level for him definitely fell.
Okay.
From that joke, and there was just a handful. I can't remember the other ones. Do you have any like?
Well, I can say. Go ahead. No.
No, I was going to say the one that stood out to me the most is really two. One is the George Floyd joke where Tony Hinchcliffe said, of course man, I know George Floyd is looking up at us right now laughing so hard that he can't breathe.
It's just like, come on, dude.
Yeah, like one that's just kind of lazy. Like that's such predictable.
And looking up at us, like it's just,
Yeah, that part's especially like why?
Why use that?
What is the joke? It's
totally
often,
agree.
It's often when if I have to say that. If I have to say what's funny about that, if I sat down and I looked a comedian in the eye and said what's funny about that, and they squirm, that's a joke worthy. You know, I don't think Shane Gillis could explain to me what's funny about.
I know. I see my take on it. I know this is someone who killed Tony's whole thing. I'm not impugning everyone who's been on Killed Tony or anyone's been on the dais.
Whatever.
It is performing to the back of the room. Who can I make laugh? Who are comics in the back of the room because I said some fucked up thing.
Yeah.
Tony Hinchcliffe, that joke to me is going, you know who's going to laugh at this shit?
Right.
all the people out in the world who are these MAGA,
like this one.
Yeah. All the MAGA people out there who love to make fun of George Floyd and think that he was this and that and he was the woke thing and what happened to him was just and blah, blah, blah. He was making them laugh. No, that's all he cared about. That's my take.
Okay. Now, I'm glad you just made me think of two ideas that I've been playing with. One, I've been noticing, I think we've talked about.
Kill Tony. Let's kill Tony.
Yeah. Something I've noticed, we've all kind of seen the R words kind of come back in style.
Right? Yes.
We've seen that.
Pretty wild,
bizarre turn of events.
But I've been thinking about one to like sub it out. And I think like if I sub it out with MAGA, I can still have the fun. Like just act
Give me an example.
Like if you do something stupid and I'm just like, are you MAGA?
You MAGA? Yeah. It comes with a lot of extra shit outside of being real dumb.
Yeah. We can workshop that. We can figure this out.
Yeah.
I like where your head's at.
All right. And and I've also thought about this.
I mean, Republican. And there could be something.
Yeah.
But I guess the whole point is to get away from
Repubed.
I was just thinking. I was like, he's pretty Repub. He's pretty Repub. Yeah.
Is he Repubed? Yeah. Actually, you know what? I like that. these Repubed comedians. All those Austin comedians are so Repubed.
We got an episode title.
We did.
Oh man! All right.
Oh, so, it makes me uncomfortable.
You rolling with it? All right, there we go.
I mean,
maybe not in a good way.
Yeah, I don't.
Still an R word.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this, but it does make me laugh a lot.
And it's just fun. It's just more fun because the target isn't that.
Exactly.
The word still has it's still the remnants of
it's still there. That's why it's
the target's different.
I don't know.
It's
All right, and I've also been playing with this hypothetical scenario because watching, I ain't really watching, but the clips I've seen of the Roast of Kevin Hart, it made me think. Looking at him, it's like, all right, man, you're having to choose to be a comedian and not choose to be black right now. Like when it comes to the George Floyd jokes, stuff that like you should probably be like, all right, cut it out. Like you don't go too far.
You mean if you are Kevin Hart in that moment?
If you are Kevin Hart, yeah. Things that he laughed at that I question whether or not he actually thought was funny. But you're trying to support. Right? You know what I mean?
Because it's one of those things like he doesn't want to be the bad sport.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't want to be the angry black man, quote unquote. He doesn't, like.
Hey,
I get that.
I've thought this many times as a comic, being like, all right, what's the line that I have to take jokes about me, take jokes that I just don't like.
Right.
I have failed quite a few times in moments where in hindsight I'm like, I should have shut that shit down.
Yeah.
Not necessarily about me, but about other people in the room, about other things like that where I think I'm better at that shit now.
Yeah.
I'll put it like that. Now I'm not Kevin Hart on fucking being recorded on Netflix in front of all these other people. That's a different level, I think. But I do think that there's what's the line, man? That's hard.
So Jordan, what are your thoughts on it?
That's
more important.
Yeah,
listen, as a white man,
no, I was preaching
quiet.
too. Let's hear.
No, because this leads me
into
my hypothetical game before we go to the break of what would Jordan do. All right. Now here's the hypothetical situation.
I hate that we're slowing
Jonathan, you and I are in Detroit.
Okay. Love it.
All right. We are at a comedy show It is a black room.
Is Kid Rock there?
No, Kid Rock is not there. It is a black room.
I went to Kid Rock before Eminem. That's not good.
It's not. Right. And that kind of explains why you do what you did in this hypothetical.
Oh, no.
You are on stage.
Wait, are you about to put words in my mouth?
And you do a joke. No, I'm not even putting words on your mouth. Okay. You do a joke about if Drake should be allowed to say the N-word.
Okay.
Right. Which is a quote.
All right. What's the phrase
and the black comedians
back?
Are just looking at you.
Chickens are coming home to roost. Yeah. Is that what it is?
And they know I'm with you.
Yeah.
What does Jordan do?
How upset is everybody?
Are you asking us?
No, I'll answer, but then I'm curious. What do y'all think I do in that situation?
I think my guess is that you would look around at other people and be like, "This fucking guy," because you do know me, and I think you would be like, "Yeah, I know. I don't know." like something like that, or maybe a little more active than that. But I think
raise the stakes.
I think
raise the stakes. It's becoming much more uncomfortable for you. Like what's he do?
Wait, what?
Raise the stakes.
Raise the stakes, as in like they're not just kind of like passively upset.
Okay,
like they're clearly upset.
They're like mad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like you would maybe wait till the end of the set and then like grab me and take me outside and fucking give me a talking to.
Okay.
Maybe a spanking.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
All right. I don't even know how to respond.
It's
actually,
it's discipline.
Jesus. All right. Well, I'm not going to say you would do that.
Okay.
Not to me, anyway.
You might get
all right.
someone
What do you
else
think
to
I do?
it. I'll pick a switch.
This is a rowdy. This is a rowdy crowd. Like they're mad at him, and it's going to reflect on you.
It is going to reflect on me.
And the
not
question,
to the point like nobody's going to like hurt him.
Are you going next, or is it like?
We can say I've already went.
Okay.
Let's just say I've already went. But
and
they know I'm with them.
And you're like, this is my friend. Hey, give it up for
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you go up and you pull some bullshit. And Jordan,
I really hate that I'm the guy in this, but I should expect it.
I think because you respect his career, I think, and you know that, I think you'd be like, I can't believe this guy did this. That's bullshit. He's usually pretty cool. But tonight he messed up hard.
And where is he? How is he delivering
I don't
this
know.
information?
That I don't know. Whether he has to go up and close the show and say
Friends,
goodnight.
gather round.
Or if this is like, people are like, kind of, that guy sucks. You're in the background, that guy sucks, and you're in between them, whether it's at a gate or some shit like that. Yeah. I think you're like, yeah, that sucks. He did a stupid goddamn thing, and I'm mad at him for it. He's usually better than that. I think you got to throw him under the bus a little bit.
Oh, okay. For sure. Oh, I think
right. I think you do that. I don't think you'll open the gate and be like, I know, get him. Like, I don't think it would be that, but I think you would. I think you would walk the line pretty good.
Okay. Now I bring it up because. All right, I've been in a similar situation
with me.
No, not with you.
Bad jokes?
But this was like a non-comedy related, but it was based on somebody making a bad joke. So I was in New Orleans, and like it was a group of people, and you know how like you go with some friends, and then they have friends, you don't necessarily know everybody. So somehow
friend groups collided.
Yes. So and a friend of a friend end up getting separated from the group. So it's just us.
Oh, okay.
And we end up at a bar in New Orleans, and it's Mardi Gras or whatever. So we walk in the bar.
I hate this
situation.
ID
us. Guy pulls his ID out, and it's kind of like bent up, whatever. He was like, "Man, my ID is jacked up. It looks like it came from Africa." What does that even mean? First off,
and this is a white guy.
It's a white guy, yes. And
that's an odd thing to say.
It's a very odd thing to say.
All that. My only read on that is, in his mind, Africa equals broke, dirty, poor.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, et cetera, et cetera. And that's the whole joke.
Yeah, exactly.
I think, right?
That's the only way I feel like you could take it. And so he said that.
So confused.
Apologized immediately.
Oh shit! He apologized.
Oh,
he acknowledged that it was.
Yeah, he apologized immediately. It was a little too late at that point. Sure. Bigger black dude sitting at the bar.
Oh no! Other people.
I see him. Yes. The other people hurt because here's the thing. For whatever reason, this was like
I feel like I'm like, oh no, his safety. Like that's not.
I mean,
oh no, the situation.
Yeah,
is what I mean.
Because for whatever reason, even though this is Mardi Gras, this wasn't like a packed out bar. It was just kind of like, I don't know, 5 people in there. It was so everybody heard. The bartenders, everybody heard what he said. Oof. Black dude got up, was like, "What'd you say?" And he was like, "Nah, man, I'm with him." No.
What the fuck? No.
Literally the worst thing he could have possibly said.
Dude, are you kidding me?
That's
like admitting guilt. Like you know what I mean? It's like no, I'm with a black guy.
I have some of my best friends are black. That's and as luck would have it, he's right here. And also we don't really know each other at all. But
exactly. So now I'm like even more like man, because like I don't even know you. Like I just met you today.
I would totally throw him under the bus if I were you in that situation.
I wish I could, but I felt a responsibility because you are a friend of an actual friend.
Yeah.
So I said something like, man, he's drunk. I'll talk to him. And we left. And personally, I mean, this wouldn't be the same for you because you and I actually are friends, but I didn't talk to that guy anymore after that.
No,
totally.
Dude.
You know what I mean? But it's like I did feel a responsibility to make sure.
If you're putting it in my shoes, that would be a serious dent in our friendship. I think
that would, if you said something like that, that would be crazy. But like I know you wouldn't go that far, so I had to bring up a lighter. I had to bring up a lighter, sillier example for you. But
God damn, I know you wouldn't go that far.
So I still have to say, what would Jordan do? I would get you out of there safely, and then we're gonna have words probably after.
Oh, so my guess was right.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I will get you out of there, but we're gonna talk.
But it's
not
gonna be a fun ride home.
Yeah.
From Detroit. Wait, hold on. In this scenario, did we fly? Did we drive? And if we flew, we gotta sit next to we're gonna be in those little
Nah, I'm gonna say drive because I mean you might try to switch seats with somebody on the plane. Like how we drove. You're going there it is.
Man, that's rough, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
Oh dude, this was back in 2018.
It's been a minute.
Oh yeah, it's been a while.
But wow,
that's pretty awful, dude.
What a man. Even like let's hypothetically say this guy is like a good guy or whatever.
Okay.
Like how do you accidentally say that? That's my question.
That's a great.
How do you accidentally say that? Because it sounds like maybe what he accidentally did was said it not to the people that he would usually say it. Is that what it was? Is that what the accident was, you think?
Maybe. I was out of the whole like collective friend group. I was the only black person there.
Right.
Maybe.
Well, what I mean is
also you were in New Orleans. That's not exactly like a.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of getting rid of the let's pretend he's a good guy.
Okay.
For in that scenario, I realized it's like because it sounds like he did sort of surprise himself. Maybe
the fact that he apologized
immediately apologized
quickly,
right. So it sounds like what he caught was, oh no, I shouldn't have said this here.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I would say this to my white friends or whatever like that. Maybe I'm just trying to figure it out just because it's such a bizarre jump, especially because all it was the license was fucked up, right? Yeah, like how
that's such a stretch.
I was about to say that kind of humor doesn't just like surprise you.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, how is that? If that is what's rattling around in your head, and it probably is rattling around. It seems like there's probably a lot of space in there. Yeah,
I'm trying to think of like what would be another example of that where you would go, oh, that thing is in really bad shape, but maybe it's from Africa. I can't even process the like. How do you get there? I'm not an idiot. You know what I mean? That guy was he was like, I could think of a shitty place, and then Africa came to his mind. It's like, what the fuck?
In his mind,
so
shitty
weird.
place equals Africa.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty terrible, dude. I think he's probably dead now, though. Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah.
If that's how he's moving through the world,
that's
pretty much it.
Matter of fact, hey, Let's go to break and find out. We'll be right back with more Who's Headlining Anyway. Everybody, welcome back to Who's Headlining Anyway, presented by the Comedy Zone. Yeah, we're back from the break. That guy that I told you about unalived himself. All right, and Jonathan, I'm playing. I'm just joking. I'm knocking on wood.
I was going to say, wasn't a happy ending?
No, it was just.
Well, to transition out of that incredibly dark joke, let's take it to something super light, like voter suppression.
Yes, Jonathan, you were talking to us about that during the break.
Yeah, about how the
no one's trying to suppress my vote.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, actually, they are, because you're trying to vote blue, right?
You don't know me. Yes, go on. Let's hear it.
Oh, my bad. I forgot that you're...
I'm Repubed.
Repubed.
It doesn't feel good.
No.
I don't like it.
Not from where I'm
sitting. I'm having fun.
It doesn't feel good, but it makes me laugh a lot at the same time. So, again, just hilarious topic is that basically with a certain measure of success so far, and we're not going to let it stay that way. But with a certain measure of success so far, the right-wing powers that be of our country are essentially just erasing the black vote. They're just a couple, like, I guess it was last month. Oh, I'm going to get the time wrong, but there was a ruling that didn't overturn the Voting Rights Act, but it took away, it hollowed it out. Mm-hmm. And I'd have to like fact check me on the specifics of that, but it takes away basically all the meaningful power out of the Voting Rights Act, which was the culmination of. I don't know if a lot of people like.
Under the guise of what?
Well, one second. So like, I think that like, I don't know if everybody realizes that the Voting Rights Act was like the culmination of the civil rights movement of the 60s. It wasn't the only goal, it wasn't the only thing, but that's like the most tangible thing that came out of it. And it's not just it's not just nice words. Voting Rights Act is very, very, very has the most like clear, real application. And then on top of this, Republicans are gerrymandering everything in all their states to get rid of all Democratic districts, and largely the way they're doing that is by supposedly not taking into account race. It's like we're being colorblind or whatever, but they're not. They're just obliterating these maps. And then in Virginia, voters approved a Democrat gerrymandered map, which Democrats don't want to do, but you can't bring a knife to a firefight.
Yeah,
you know?
Right.
Right. And then that was overturned by the
Supreme
Supreme
whether or not
Court.
they do or don't want to do it, they kind of have to.
Yeah,
you got
have
game,
to,
right.
and a lot aren't. That's one of my huge problems with Democrats is it's just fucking pussies.
Yeah,
like just
couldn't
do
agree
stuff.
more. Yeah, absolutely.
So anyway, I just wanted to bring that up just because it's happening, and like, I don't know. I don't even know what to say about it other than find a way to get involved.
Sure.
I'm starting out with an organization that I think this is going to become a thing. It's called Y'all Vote. Because it's specifically, the South, because that's where all this is happening.
Yeah.
And
they shortened it from Y'all Vote now, you hear?
Y'all come vote now.
Y'all vote back now.
Voter
fraud. It's all under the guise of voter fraud.
Well, I'm just saying, like, are they just voter fraud as in like, well, there's so much voter fraud, we have to do this.
And by the way, y'all know how many documented cases of voter fraud there are in the last 40 years? It's like 20 something.
Yeah.
Or no, it's under 100.
Yeah.
Under 100.
I've absolutely heard similar numbers. It's not.
And that's a number from the Heritage Foundation, which is an extremely far right think tank.
Yeah,
it's all completely laughable. It's never been something that I've ever even.
Yeah. So look into Y'all Vote. Look into anything. But this is
every time I hear it, I'm sorry.
But this is it's a
good organization. I'm sure.
It started
because it's Southern specific, right?
That's why it's Y'all Vote. The person who I know, I'm not sure if she's the main person who started it, but the person I know of is, her name's Amanda. She's Amanda's Mild Takes on Instagram.
Nice.
Just brilliant, super smart.
Love that.
Knows the mechanisms of all these things. Calls bullshit when she sees it.
Conventionally.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
She's pretty.
It's not a no. That was not a no.
She was quite pretty.
Well, listen, and thank you, Jonathan, because I mean,
But
all
that
is
doesn't
very
matter.
important. You're right. You're right. But what does matter is suppressing the voices of local comedians. So I've come up with this idea.
Oh, okay.
That if we were to gerrymander, thank you, the comedy scene.
Yeah.
What type of comic?
What are you saying? What voice are we trying to suppress?
Yes. What voice should we try to suppress? So I need us to come up with 5 like kind of tropes.
It feels real icky to me that I'm the one who was talking about all that, and then Jordan's like, "Let's not take it seriously now."
Yeah. Let's get into.
But no, these are
But
people.
it makes me feel bad about me somehow, and I'm not sure how that.
And
happens.
also, I think I'm also doing good work because I'm silencing people that need to be silenced.
yeah, no,
Right?
no, okay.
Not everybody should.
So
vote. I get it.
So in the United States of comedy, we are trying to take away the power of certain demographics of comedy. All right, let's name our let's all
right.
First let's
get a good 5. Let's get a good 5 out there.
Gerrymandering. Joker-Mandering.
Who are
we Joker-Mandering?
We're Joker-Mandering.
There
We're
it is.
absolutely Joker-Mandering, but not Batman. It's a whole thing. What are some of them? Not even one of the ones we're choosing. Like, let's talk about who are these genres.
All right, what are there? Political comics, clean comics,
stool humpers,
prop comics,
prop comics. That's right, absolutely.
Funny magicians.
Yes, that's a good one.
Road dogs.
I mean,
that's a
throw it
solid
out
one.
there.
All right,
Okay.
I'll take
Yeah,
that.
no, I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
These are not inherently negative.
Yeah.
I'm just like trying to.
Yeah, sure.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
There's edgelords.
Yeah, edgelords,
Edgelords.
just like blue comics. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Teachers.
Teacher comics.
Teacher comics.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're down here, but yeah.
There's a few. I love every teacher comedian.
Open
equally.
mic comics. I mean, give you even that broad,
who just kind of live in that.
That live there.
In that
Yeah.
lane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whose voice can we do without? Is that a way to frame this?
Let's try to land on one.
Let's
that we
be
can
more
do
aggressive. Who do we want gone?
Okay. All right.
Who do we want silenced? Cut the mic. We're calling this cut the mic.
Oh wait, I forgot one. Impressionists.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
People
Voices.
who really
Yeah.
just like lean on.
Oh,
their-
well, what about the puppet people?
One of
Yeah, but I don't know if they. Yeah, we'll give them their own thing. Okay, we'll give them their own thing.
A quick aside related to this tangent, rather, is I'm not going to say who, but I don't know if I've ever heard Jordan have more animus towards a person than a person who is an impression.
Yeah.
There is a specific
Really?
person who
Yes.
whose like main thing is impressions. And Jordan,
Because it's such an overdone
Jordan
impression.
personally hates him.
Wow.
But not because of who he is. It's because of what he does and it's just his vibe.
Yeah.
And his impression. I haven't seen that guy in a while. It's pretty safe.
Yeah, I think he quit. But
yeah.
Wow.
yeah.
He quit. Oh man, the quiet joy.
Yeah.
When you said he quit.
I'm trying to think of every impersonation I could do right now, and I'll never do one.
Oh. None?
I don't
Zero?
know.
I am not a crook.
And
Nothing?
musical comics will probably.
Musical.
Ooh, like
Yeah.
guitar comics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I
Okay,
guess
that we've got a pretty good.
we got a
field.
good list. I'll jump out there first, and I'll.
What are we doing? 5? Or are we picking one?
No, we're gonna try to land on one.
Try and
wow,
reach a
okay.
consensus.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna try. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Interesting.
Now, for me, the top 2 that I want to silence the most are impressionist and prop comics.
I just don't know prop comics though.
Good.
But I just don't know.
I mean, you have
anybody-
the classic. You got your Carrot Top.
But we're talking about more regional, right?
Or even people I'll give you an
Hold
example.
on. What are the parameters here?
All
Are we
right,
talking about here? Or are we talking about comedy?
Well, I mean, we're not going to name a specific person, so we can
Yeah.
just keep it here, I guess, if you want. But I guess it doesn't
Okay.
really matter. But like, I remember there used to be. I don't even remember the dude's name anymore. but pre thing that happened in 2020, there was a dude who used to like hit the comedy zone.
Are you
like
for
open
some reason
mic.
not saying COVID?
I feel like
wait,
we're not
the guy
supposed
who's
to.
a doctor?
Yes, you know what I'm talking about. Bane of my existence, dude. I despise him almost as much as I despise the dude that we're not mentioning by name.
That's so funny.
Remember, he used to have like a rubber chicken and like all this stuff. Yes.
He was like a doctor.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that guy.
Good. You should.
Here's
He
my
was
take.
such a nice guy.
I don't get.
That's my take on.
That's so great.
That was funny. My take on.
He hates. He doesn't care.
On that is just like, oh, buddy, pat on the head and walk away. Like, I'm just like, that's nice.
I don't know what gave
I
y'all.
don't like
He's
it.
not one of the good ones.
I'm not saying. Is there more to this, or is it just you just? Because I'm not saying.
No, I don't know him as a person,
Yeah.
nor do I care to.
No, that's what I'm saying. I just see it as so silly that it just doesn't even like register as a threat. Does that make sense?
You know what's great about what I'm realizing right now is if you don't think someone's funny, you can't be friends with them.
Okay. I don't know.
I think
if
there's
you're
some truth to that.
Right, there's something to it.
Oh, there is some truth to it for all of us.
Yeah,
I think.
that's true.
But
maybe more.
maybe more so for
than
Jordan
most.
because he is angry at that fake doctor.
Yeah.
Okay, so prop comics are for Jordan. Is it what's number one? Is that it? What were the two you said? That and
Impressionist.
All right, so
Yeah, actually, you know what? I think I'm going prop comics.
okay, prop
That's number one
comics.
for me.
All right,
Get them out of here.
Yeah, okay. I don't have
Interesting.
strong feelings about prop comics, so I
Yeah.
don't think that's going to be our consensus. Probably.
Okay.
But I mean, we could get there if
Okay. Well, let's
kinda
see what
light
you got.
bulb goes
What are you leaning towards?
where my head definitely goes to edgelords first. Just
okay.
and I'm not just talking about people who are dirty. I'm talking about people. It's what we were talking about with Tony Hinchcliffe, right? Essentially just trying to be gross, and they think that being gross equals funny, and how they know whether something's funny or not is whether other edgelord comics are laughing. Right. So basically, all their gauge is just so broken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Their whole concept of like what
It's a cool factor. They've got cool. They believe that they've got cool factor in here of like, I want to be Doug Stanhope,
right?
And they have
the
biggest fan
or
of
Anthony
Doug
Jeselnik.
Stanhope is like doesn't even understand Stanhope. That's what I take.
Yeah.
That's my take on it. Interesting. Okay.
But see, the same way you have sympathy for the prop comics, I have sympathy for them because a lot of them are just Repubed, right? And so, like you just have to like treat them. You got just like you said, it's like a pat
them on the head.
Yeah, it's okay,
like,
man.
That's all right. Keep trying.
Yeah,
You just keep trying out there.
Well, okay, but no though, because they're getting up there and they're saying Repubed on stage, and they're saying this is too fun and I don't like it. It's like I think part of my problem with them is the gross shit that here's what it is. They are subjecting everyone in the room to their gross bullshit.
Yeah.
There are people, especially at open mics. This is just respect for just humans.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're getting up there and just being like, oh, pussy, dick, blah blah blah
Yeah.
blah, and
Yeah.
like that's like say those words if there's a funny joke around them.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if
I got an example of this one that is still in my brain because it's one of just the most
you're making your
weirdly
bullshit,
disgusting
grossness everyone's problem.
Sure.
And I don't like that.
Yeah, so this one guy, and again, I don't know this man. This isn't an indictment on him personally, but it is a little bit, I guess. He was like, "Oh yeah, this is really quite gross." He's like, "Oh yeah, she was so hot, I'd drink her diarrhea water."
Ugh.
And like so just that to
There you
me alone was like, there's no craft to that joke whatsoever.
Yeah.
It is absolutely
no specificity.
How disgusting. What's the most disgusting thing I can think of that will elicit people to react to this?
Right.
And it's just like that couldn't be further from anything comedic to me whatsoever. It's like you've just chosen for lack of. I don't think this person's been doing it long. I don't really know.
Imagine, but also I don't know. Someone who says something
But
like
I'm
that
like-
is probably not going to get that much better.
Yeah, I just think like just the academics of it, right? It's like that's what you chose. Like that's humor in your brain.
That's
like
the
it's
decision
just
you
not
made.
the thing. It just doesn't register. I don't care if you're just a smart comic or just a guy who's up there. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's just
I don't
like
give a
that
fuck
doesn't
about jokes
qualify.
being like intellectual. I don't
Yeah.
care about that at all.
that
But just-
that frustrates me
and,
for sure.
And what really makes me mad is all the people in that room had to hear that.
Yeah. Oh,
that
I'm sure.
that pisses me off.
You know what? Who we should be silencing is everyone who laughed at that.
Yeah.
That's who should be. It should be Joker-Mandering.
And you know who that is? The edgelords.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right.
so that's my
So you're
that's
going
my
open
vote.
micers.
Okay.
That's my vote.
But open micers are laughing at that.
Well,
I don't know.
well,
And I don't want to
there's
impugn.
There's a lot of crossover.
Yeah, and I don't want to impugn every open micer because I do think it's not without merit.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
or
go
without
to open
value.
mics.
I mean,
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a difference between being that type of comic and going to open. We all go to
Yeah.
mics sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Jason, where you
Yeah.
at? What's your
I
top?
And next we'll talk about how we do it.
I think I think if you say what else on stage,
Oh, that's a good
Oh,
one.
you're getting
It's
mad
very-
specific.
it's very
I like
specific.
It. So,
Okay.
So do we want to throw a few other phrases in there with it, like a little bit about me, or I know what, or I know,
I know what I
you're
look like?
thinking. I know what
Okay.
I know what you're thinking.
Oh,
I
I know what I look
it's
like.
That. I know what I
Yeah.
look like. I know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Same thing.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know how we. What do we call that? I don't know how do we.
Yeah, I think we call it. Public domain verbal tick comedians.
I'm tempted to go with it just because I love how that's phrased.
That is also a possible episode title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Public domain verbal tick comics. Yeah.
Yeah, it frustrates me. Like you're going to this place without any purpose
Fucking
whatsoever.
crushed with Jordan. This feels
That's
great.
amazing. I love that.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
It felt
run
good
with
to
it.
say.
Yeah, that bothers the shit out of me.
Wow. I mean,
We're kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
no, I mean, I'm kind of zeroing in on that one a little
Yeah.
bit because I feel like that represents a cross section of a lot of other.
Yeah.
I think a lot of those people
A lot of these
can
things we're
become all
talking
those other
about.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what? How are you defined or whatever? I don't know. Or how are you? How do you frame like your process or whatever? If
Yeah.
it goes through that,
Yeah.
I don't know if you're coming out on any good side. You know
Also,
what I mean?
just for the hell of it, what are some other ones? What are some? So we
What
got
else
what?
is-
What? Okay. Let
bit
me
about-
ask
Oh,
this
you mean
differently.
like those
What else?
phrases?
yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit about me.
A little bit about me.
Did
What
I say
else?
where the weed smokers at?
Yeah,
I think that
any
fits a
any
little
sort
bit.
of like any sort of
Yeah.
any sort of hi, I smoke weed and now you know that and isn't
Right.
that
Yeah.
awesome?
Yeah.
I think
Like,
I think one you mentioned too
mentioning
was
smoking weed is different. from
this
that.
one in
Okay.
particular frustrates the ever living shit out of me because to some degree I feel like it's something I need to do and other people don't, and that is I know I look like
Yeah, well,
when you
that's-
look at me it's this.
yeah,
Like,
it's
Yeah.
that's the same as like
that's like what's the same as what?
as what we were saying
Weed,
before.
what you said, weed
Or
smokers?
no, as
We were just coming up with verbal things. You
yeah,
said.
yeah, I know, but I'm actually trying to ask you do you see that as different from the like I know what you're thinking? Or
No.
I know what I look like? Or were you just
Yeah, it's
going
the
back
same.
to that?
I was going back
one?
to
Oh,
it.
okay, got
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Because we didn't
mention
mention it. It's like
yeah.
four.
I'm trying
now,
to think
I
if there's anything else that's like within that.
Yeah.
What else? I literally just that was a real what else. That I
Oh,
just did.
the common crowd work questions of like, oh, what do you do for a
yeah,
living?
fair.
the
Yeah.
knee jerk.
Yeah.
The knee jerk. Are y'all on a date? What do you do for
Yeah.
a living? Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of letting crowd work happen naturally.
How about
Yeah.
this one? How about this one? Setting up a joke where ultimately you live with your parents. My roommates are the worst. I mean, they pay all the bills and I get to sleep in the room,
And-
and my mom cooks breakfast.
And
Yeah.
jokes where your 46-pound dog died.
Oh,
yeah.
my
Oh, lose a
gosh.
weight.
Losing
I
46
lost
pounds.
46 pounds.
I'll miss my dog.
Yeah.
Whatever.
By the way, I'm also in my head going, do I do any of this shit?
Oh, this is a helpful exercise for us then.
Yeah. Yeah. John, I got to say, man, I think you won me over. More so just like you said, public domain verbal tick. I would say just public domain comedians. The
Yeah.
ones that don't get
Yeah.
past that, like, I don't want to say hacky, but it's like that part of like, it's like one of the first type of jokes that you tell on stage and you just kept doing
like they
it.
leave the scaffolding on the building forever.
Yes! Yes!
That's fucking great.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, I think I go with that.
And let's be clear, the building will crumble without the scaffolding. Okay, so we're public domain comedians.
I'm rolling.
That's
I
what
think so.
gerrymandering?
Yes.
I'm with it.
That's good.
I think it's stabbing, right?
Yeah.
That's how we get rid of them.
Oh, I was going to suggest they take your comedy class. But,
Oh, motherfucker.
it wasn't even a jab, dude. I'm trying to get you some business.
Oh,
so
well,
they can learn how to write for real.
I thought
to
it
fix
was
them.
like a thing about like dying on stage or something like that. Like, no, you're thinking about solutions.
You were trying to help
Well,
them.
the original joke was, silence them. But then past that, if they're going to stay alive, yes, let's just send them to Jason, and Jason will fix them.
I got a new one starting up here soon.
But it'll be like,
I think just drive
it'll be
them out
like
into
a
the
Squid
desert.
Games comedy class. Only one's going to
That's
make it
right.
out. The rest of them will perish.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's like I get to kill them, right?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
die.
Okay, done. Everybody buckle up.
All right. did we have any shows we want to promote before we get out here? I thought this is like a chill week for
27th, May 27th. Is it May?
It's May.
Yeah, we are in May. And nearing the end of it. Memorial
I
Day
know.
is next week.
May 27th at Zinc House in Raleigh. Which is the Zinc House Winery.
Yeah.
It's a show I did a while back. Tyler Wood was on, a bunch of really great comics. So
good run.
I'm excited. It's been a while since I've been in Raleigh, so I'm excited to get back.
Nice.
Come check it out.
Yeah. I'm doing a show in Matthews, Comedy Bingo at the Matthews Community Center. But that is Thursday, and this episode probably ain't coming out till Friday. So check it out if you're in Matthews. It's a good show when they do it, but you'll probably miss the one I'm on.
It probably won't come out until Friday because I'm doing where did it go? Some film work and stuff this week. So
I usually don't upload our videos to Friday anyway. So but still.
But mash that. So we may change while Jonathan's looking for his dates there. What are you looking at? 2027, Jonathan? We're looking at changing the name for the YouTube.
Yes, we will.
So
we will to
we'll get
Who's
to
Headline
changing that.
anyway. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already.
And it's gonna be we've got stuff to figure out, whatever. But yes, definitely subscribe, follow us. We got hopefully a lot of things on the horizon, some different beats and stuff we're gonna try to do.
Woodstock, Georgia.
Oh, we tried to go there.
Wait, is this the I don't think it's the same thing. Mad Life Stage and Studios.
I don't think it's the exact
this
same
Saturday, 7 p.m. I will be doing a show with my friend Brian Moot. Very funny man.
Sounds like a perfect venue for who's headlining anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe
I'll have a little convo with some people while I'm down there. Yeah, check it out.
Say it again because I talked over
Woodstock, Georgia, right outside Atlanta.
With
Mad Life Stage and Studios with the very funny Brian Moot.
What's up, Moot?
All right. Before we get out of here, I just thought of a spur of a moment thing. Let's do 60 seconds on something we know nothing about. Jonathan, during the break, you told us that Trump had like a $1.2 billion fund. 1.8 billion fund for people that were a part of January 6th.
Yeah.
So I just want you to give us 60 seconds on how this fund is really just PPP loans for the Repubed. Go.
And 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. So Donald Trump set up a quote-unquote slush fund for people who were part of Jan 6 and went to prison and legal fees and stuff like that. But really, it's all it is at $1.8 billion. You know what that's really going to? Every single store that you see on the side of the road in like Pigeon Forge or Florida that just says Trump here, Trump store. It's just to subsidize those things.
Wow.
That's literally, and that's how bad they're doing. That's how hard he's hemorrhaging MAGA fans. Is he needs to PPP? Is that it? PPP loan all these dumbass stores. There are Trump stores and a lot of them.
Yeah.
And
Someone's got to make those signs.
And am I still going?
Yep.
Okay. They have to be paid back, but you can't audit their taxes.
Okay. All right. We'll take it.
We'll take it.
All right. This has been Who's Headlining Anyway.